If you had a job where you come to work and people clap for you, it would change your entire mood.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
Or you can grow a conscience in the next 5 minutes and see where that takes you.
Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop?
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listing.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. There can be only one magical Negro.
Póngale el tiki que llama que buena baila usted a la vuelta papi otra vez llegó el negro de.
It won't take long when there's a song to help you set the pace.
Howling holler from the heart.
This is pathetic.
Where we used to live.
Life could be worse.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Ai, menina, mina, chega aí. Ai, menina, mina, chega aí. Vai, quebra, tem mais, vai. Menina, chega aí. Vai, olha, danado. Eita!
And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down.
I'm bag of pixie dust. Contraband.
They're going to do the Mary Poppins thing. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Yeah. Magic mirror on the wall. The fairest one of all.
Oh, bitch, you killed Kenny.
Kenny.
You fat hoe.
I get it. I'm not persecuted. I'm just an ass.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Reina Creole, of course, always bringing you that spice when it comes to sci-fi and pop culture analysis and keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And speaking of keeping it real, welcome to the Spice Lounge, where we give you that spicy conversation and hot takes about what's going on in the world of pop culture, or I should say the crazy stuff that's popping off in pop culture. And trust me, on this channel, we are not afraid to call the baby ugly. Yeah. And speaking of ugly babies, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but yet again, there's another surge of Star Wars news. And this time around, apparently Adam Driver had an idea for a Star Wars script, and he pitched it and had some other people attached to it, and Lucasfilm liked it, but Two Shower Bob decided he didn't like it. We're going to talk about that. Also talk about how the gaming gaming journalists, I'm going to put that in quotes, journalists, okay, yeah, they're getting pink slips. And I should feel sorry for certain people, but let's just say the gamer had it coming. It really did. Just like Polygon, just like Kotaku. So we're going to talk about that. And also, Ubisoft. Yeah. Some of y'all are on the chopping block too. However, they're encouraging something called the voluntary layoff. And your girl is going to talk about that because I've been in that situation before. So we're going to go and talk about that. So before we get started, folks, let me bring in one of my friends to the panel, friend to the show. You guys know him as one of my amazing wrenches, and that will be Tom F. How you doing?
Good. I hope to give people vertigo tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Vertigo. Make him dizzy.
Basically.
Give you something to look at. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. I think the voluntary layoffs are a way to prune the bad seeds.
Yeah.
Or the good ones leave all the bad ones, and then you're really screwed.
Yeah, but there's something buried in there that they don't really tell you about. And they're pretty much counting on you not knowing. So we're gonna talk about that. But first, let's see who we've got here in the chat. I see you guys starting to come in between YouTube, in between X. So please do hit that thumbs up button on my channel, over on Tom's channel, and make sure you heart the stream over there on X. That is your price of admission, cheaper than any movie ticket, and definitely cheaper than any Disney park ticket, for sure. For sure. Let's see who we got. We have got Charles in the chat, and I see yet again YouTube's doing the at thing.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, they're just. I think I'm just gonna get used to it. Just doing the at thing with my channel. I don't know what y'all doing, but it's whatever. Charles says because Disney knows it will suck. You know, I honestly wouldn't give them that much credit. I know it sounds horrible, but let's put it this way. If they had not put out the likes of the Acolyte or Ahsoka or Kenobi, I would agree with you. I really would.
I think they're afraid it would actually do better than what they put out. So, but it didn't, the main character couldn't be Rey.
Yeah. Rey! Remember the Force is female, right? Yeah. Remember that?
And Barbie are all men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they can't have that. They can't have that. Let's see. We got Snortapoopas Q Burr in the chat as well. Hello, my dear. So good to see you. So good to see you. My polar bear from Pinellas County. Good to see you, my darling. And we've got Tom here on the panel as well. Glad you're here as well, Charles. And let's see, CJ, my thumbnail guy, says, Critical Drinker put up a poll during his stream asking people if they were interested in a Kylo movie. 80% of people voted no. Best people to ask, bunch of Star Wars nerds. I'm going to make this prediction right now. You know the people who really, really want that Kylo movie? You know who really, really want that Kylo movie? Raylos. They want that darn Kylo movie. Yeah, I said it. Yo, weirdos.
Yeah.
Weird. Weird. Yes, I want to date the guy that shivved his own dad. Yeah, sure. Sure. Go and Shogi says, good evening. Good to see you, my dear. And Jonathan, G94, hello, says, please tell me Cameron's going to be stopping by. Well, not this week, but I do have him on usually every month. We are going to have yet another one of our So Not PC watch parties on November 1st. My birthday is the 6th, so we're kicking off the festivities early. We are going to be watching Team America World Police, and Cameron is going to be on the panel. So, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I'll try to be there.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny, dude. You gotta be you gotta be there, man. You're in the group, so you gotta be there. Yeah. Dan's Life at the Kingdom says, good evening, Lorena. Well, good evening, my dear. So good seeing you here. And we've got Marilyn M in the chat as well. Says hello, Lorena and chat. Well, hello, my darling. We've got Linda in the chat as well. Hello, Lorena, chat, and everyone in the chat. Hello. Let's see who else we have got. Let's see. We've got Izzo's Place in the chat as well. Says Lorena. Hello, hello, hello. And let's see. I mean, let's be real. All babies are ugly ducks. Well, I'll say this much. When they're born, they all look like freaking aliens. Okay. Like the movie Alien. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Pretty sure my
Sorry,
mom
not
screamed
sorry.
and said, no, get rid of it.
Sorry, not sorry. They look like aliens. It's like, go clean it up and then bring it, bring it back to me. I will not apologize. Hello, Reina. I'm rewatching Scream because I just got finished watching Voyager and Enterprise back to back, and I'm a little lost as to what to do next. Well, if you saw our Scream watch party, you'll enjoy the comments we were making about Scream. That's a great one to watch with friends. Soul Assassin says, I'll call bogus on that Kylo Ren story. I think it's a real thing. I do. I think it's a real thing. The reason why is how much reporting and where it's coming from. And then when the access powers of Hollywood reporting come together and start reporting on it, Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, and Deadline, yeah, they start talking about it. Yeah.
Pretty much, they got to talk about something because they got nothing really positive to talk about.
They got nothing. And they keep trying to make fetch happen. Now you burn the Star Wars fandom to the ground. We ain't coming back. Vertigo, great movie. Yes, it is. I love Hitchcock. He's freaking awesome. Hello, Amanda says, hello, lovely, the Reina, practically perfect panel and cheery chat. How is everyone doing? Doing great, especially as it is my second full week of being gainfully reemployed, and I am enjoying every single minute of it, despite technical stuff, getting your electronics set up, and then finding out just how many darn applications I'm going to wind up using. It's insane. It's insane. It's like drinking from a fire hose, man, but I get it. Hey, Thanatos, Felicitas, good to see you. Good to see Dylan C in the chat as well. Says, hey, Lorena, and hey, Tom. I'm glad you're going to be lurking. You're going to be listening. Always listening.
Izzo, I don't want to hear that. You better be participating in chat, man.
Always listening.
Stop tasting those bourbons.
Let's see. YouTube claims the handles cut down the spamming. I call bullschwaggle. Yeah, I'm with you too.
The bastards.
They could have did something else. They just didn't want to. As a developer, I always call BS. It's like, you can do it. You just don't want to admit it. It's not sexy tech. That's why you don't want to work on it. Be honest. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Yeah.
They really hired a plane to fly.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Really?
We're going to talk about that. And again, the access powers reporting on Hollywood make it sound like the Star Wars fandom did that. I'm like, no, we will not do with that mess. Heck no. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, Dan, and I am pissed off to the heights of passivity about it. So we're going to talk about that actually on Saturday. Thank you. Yes, praise God. Indeed. Better job, better salary, better location, better people. Doing great. I cannot wait. People with my same kind of personality. So I'm loving it. Drinking from a hose is what made Yes, it is. It truly did. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. All right, we've got folks in here. 73 of you guys in here between YouTube and X. Surely do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Let's get started with our hot topics really, really quick before we rip the Band-Aid off and jump into that sewer of green milk known as
Oh no.
Disney
I gotta leave.
Star.
That's gonna make me puke. I'm out. That's almost worse than the sizzle. No.
So big and bad. Well, let's talk about this because I have some thoughts coming to us from the Hollywood Reporter over there on their Heat Vision blog. They think they're real cool about pop culture. Johnny Depp returning to big studio movies with the new Christmas Carol for Paramount. Ty West is attached to direct the new take on the Charles Dickens classic. Although it's nice to see Johnny Depp getting back into film, big movies, I have no problem with that. The problem that I have is how many Christmas Carol adaptations that's been out there, and it seems the more that they do it, the more they get further and further away from Charles Dickens' vision. There's only, as far as I'm concerned, there are only 2 Christmas carols that are worthy of Charles Dickens. One is Muppet Christmas Carol. Okay, that one. And then there's the one with Patrick Stewart. If you've ever seen that one, I
go back and look at the real original one. That one was good. Patrick Stewart, yeah. I think they're trying to do it so they can do a 24-hour marathon of all different movies. That's the real reason, just so they can numb our minds for 24 hours.
Jim Carrey Christmas Carol is the best. It was all right. It was all right, Billy Judd. I didn't get the feels for me because I love classic literature. I love Dickens. A Christmas Carol is a book that I would read over and over and over again ever since I was a little kid. One of the books that helped me fall in love with reading, and it's genius, how it's written. So that's just me. Again.
Johnny Depp does this and he starts to act like his alternate character, Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah. Muppets and George C. Scott are the only careful. Is that the one where he was in from the 30s? Because I do remember that one.
Yes, the 30s.
That one. That's what I call GOAT tier. Like no one can touch it. So I don't even like to put it in a run-in because it's just like, look, that one nobody can touch it. But outside of that, Patrick Stewart and of course A Christmas Carol. That one. Muppet Christmas Carol. I freaking love Muppet Christmas Carol. It was just so darn awesome. Let's see. Muppets make everything better. Of course they do. So Ty West apparently, and this is who I have to look at as this director, a horror filmmaker behind the X, Pearl, and Maxine movies. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'll say, okay, bring it. I'll watch it. If it sucks, I'm going to dustbin it.
Yeah. If they make a Johnny Depp Christmas Carol like they made Sleepy Hollow, I'm in. Now that I will agree with. So we shall see what happens with this one. Again, great to see Johnny Depp back on screen. I'm a little annoyed with all the Christmas Carol adaptations. And again, some of the adaptations get too far away from the original Dickens and they try to make it for quote unquote modern audiences. And that kind of causes a problem. If Depp does Scrooge, is Amber Heard going to play one of the spirits? Maybe she should come back as like one of the Jacob Marley.
That'd be funny if they referenced her somehow as like a turd in the bed.
Yes, exactly. Well, moving on to other movie news, and I am unapologetically excited about this reboot of the Miami Vice movie, especially if they do it correctly and they do it like it's a love letter to the original one. From Deadline, Michael B. Jordan in early talks to star in Miami Vice movie at Universal. Now, there's been talk about this, and I've done like some armchair casting because I was just like, look, if they do this movie, they need to have do it with Michael B. Jordan and Glenn Powell. I really can't see anybody else doing being Crockett and Tubbs, especially with how they especially with their acting and how good they're acting, especially Michael B. Jordan. Because in Sinners, I couldn't even believe it. He did two separate characters. I thought it was twins.
Really?
I literally did the way that he did the acting. They were completely separate, and it was really cool. So apparently, it's official. Now it's early talks for him to be in the Miami Vice movie. So in the article, it says that they have not cast Crockett yet. We all know it's going to be Glenn Powell. Okay. It's going to be Glenn Powell.
No, it's going to be Zegler.
Miles Teller could be good. Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
Lord.
Poke.
That's a fever dream. Absolute fever dream. So, yeah, keep your eye on
Pascal.
I will go down to Universal and pick it. Pedro Pascal does not have the swag to be Sonny Crockett. I'm sorry. Sonny Crockett is not Latino. No, I can't do that. But anyway, I hope that with this film, they go full out 80s with the wardrobe, the slick cars, Jan Hammer soundtrack, all of that.
They better do it okay. If they revisualize this,
yeah, y'all can't. You cannot F this up, Universal. You cannot F this up. But the Miami Vice movie, I think they did one with Jamie Foxx and I am blanking Colin Farrell, I think, which I heard wasn't bad, but I just didn't watch it because I wasn't.
Shogi said it's 100% going to be a woman. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're going to go that woke.
Nah,
he's just being a wise guy.
Yeah, this is Universal. They're trying to make money.
Rachel Zegler, she could pass as a man.
Yeah, they are totally trying to make money. Let's see. Joseph Kosinski is directing. He did Top Gun Maverick, if I remember correctly. Dan Gilroy and Eric Warren Singer penning the script. Film is dated for August 7th, 2027 to release, and this incarnation will explore the glamour and corruption of mid-1980s Miami, inspired by the pilot episode. Yeah, there's going to be lots of coke, hookers, and guns, and boats, and slick cars, and shots of South Beach, and very, very, very expensive suits.
I wonder how they're going to. I'm curious how they're going to do some of those stores that are gone in South Beach from the 80s and some of the stuff scenery. I'm curious on how they're going to do that. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, they do it right. It's going to make a crap ton of money. And it seems like they want to do it right. Again, the guy who's directing it, same guy who directed Top Gun Maverick, also helped him write the script as well. I want to freaking get Grand Theft Auto vibes. Yeah, Vice City, the movie. Yeah, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Slick cars, cool looking suits, nice suits. I think the wardrobe budget for Miami Vice was insane because they did not go cheap at all with the costuming. And yeah, guns, hookers, and coke. Just saying.
Yeah,
Can't
that's what
half-ass
Vice
it.
does. So.
Yep. Exactly. Well, we'll go from that to tell you this could not happen to a better games journalism rag than The Gamer, actually.
I've never written it.
You didn't miss a daggone thing.
I nope.
The only reason I know about The Gamer is because for some of them are just like they're as bad as Polygon, much of a show as Collider. IGN is still around, but they've had some cuts too, but kind of around there. But coming from videogameschronicle.com, video game website The Gamer has suffered widespread layoffs, according to former staff. So apparently yesterday, several former members of the site's editorial teams took to social media to announce that they'd been laid off. So speaking in honor to the BGC, entire section teams have been decimated. So according to those still there, The Gamer will continue in a slimmed down form, although those who remain aren't clear on how that will manifest. You know how it's going to manifest? You're going to actually have to accurately report on games. They
don't know how to do that.
Not talking
You're
about.
You're asking too much.
I am.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I guess ValNet is the one asking for too much too, because I think that was Go Media that gutted Kotaku, but ValNet, yeah, the 86th most of Polygon. And let's see, The Gamer was founded in 2017. Yeah, that gives me pause right there. That's when all the craziness started to pop off. Also behind Open Critic, Game Rant, that's yet another one on my short list, and Polygon. So it's a shame when people lose their jobs, but The Gamer was never really a true video game journalism site. Because you know what's replaced video games journalism? I'll put it in quotes, journalism. YouTube.
Nah. What a surprise.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when GameStop was worth a damn, and you go there to get the video game guides with the cheat codes and all the stuff in it. And the gaming magazines were actually printed and sent to you.
Okay.
That's the thing.
I have a little story about GameStop back in the day. This is way before I was with Linda, and I was a young buck. They hired me because I could fight.
Oh.
To put me in the Newark store.
Say no more, dude. Say no more. You said Newark.
So they were like, hey, listen, my friend was the manager there. He goes, look, I want to hire you. After I trained him, and he goes, well, I go, well, why? He goes, because you could fight and you like video games. I'm like, wait a second. Why do you want me there because I can fight? You'll see. Yeah, that was a fun time back then.
It's Newark. Soul Assassin says, remember a few years back, they're the ones telling us learn to code. Now look at them. Yeah. Now look at them.
Hey, Lorena, we already know how to code.
That's right. We do. Can't tell us that. Oh, man. So, again, so sorry. I
think I just surprised my wife because I never really told her about that. That triggered it.
Newark, New Jersey. Oh my God, crap hole. Yeah, it's you can if you drive through South Jersey. Okay. It's like you're in the part of South Jersey that looks nice, and then you notice how you can always tell you're in Newark because it looks like freaking Afghanistan. That's why.
The same thing as the oranges.
Yeah. Oh.
Go and Shogi, code of food.
Well, going from The Gamer to what has to be my favorite gaming studio, and I say that very, very tongue-in-cheek, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Ubisoft subsidiary Massive Entertainment is laying off staff. So if you don't know who Massive Entertainment is, well, they're the Ubisoft subsidiary studio responsible for games such as The Division, which I have no idea what that is, and Star Wars Outlaws, which I refuse to play.
I'm not even going to play it in a bargain basement bin.
Mm-mm.
If they put it free on PlayStation Plus, I'm still going to skip it.
I still wouldn't play it. Like I said before, with me coming back into gaming, I'm stunned about how far Ubisoft has fallen. It's
as soon as they
gone
went
from
woke,
the top to the freaking sewer.
As soon as they went woke, that was it.
Mm-hmm. Now they got bought out by what? Tencent? That's a Chinese company. So no more woke games anytime soon.
And that's why they're having a massive subsidiary layoff, because they probably said, you know what, we're not having this crap.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I can't complain them.
Mm-mm. It's like you're supposed to code, you're supposed to test games, you're not supposed to go out there and tell people they need to use pronouns and put rainbows in your avatar. I still can't believe they made well, no, it's not Ubisoft. Of course, it's Microsoft. But Halo, man, when they put Master Chief in a rainbow suit.
Look. Don't even get me going and playing Fallout 76 and all of a sudden see trans flags everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Can't freaking do that. Hey, BR guys.
I am enjoying Battlefield 6.
I've heard that's a blast. People seem to be liking that one. Stick with Lucas era games, at least they're completed. I have Jedi Fallen Order, which I haven't played yet, and I'm probably going to play Knights of the Old Republic.
Well, eventually. I'm trying to work to get this reinstalled to mess around. Uh-oh, hold on a second.
Oh, wait, you disappeared.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay. What do we got?
I'll show you.
Okay. Wanda Sykes used to say driving through Newark would give women a lump on their breast, and that New Jersey toll booth needed to install mammograms. I know. Jump to light speed. Wow,
I have the Star Wars Galaxies MMO, the original. I'm trying to get it as that with the jump to light speeds before they added Jedi back working.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Is this a special or new time for Spice Lunch? It is a new day, same time but a different day, because I'm now back at work. It's a lot easier for me to do this show on Friday Junior than on a Tuesday night. So that's why we moved the time. We moved the time, and show's a little bit more condensed. So here's the interesting part. In a post on social media, the studio called it a voluntary career transition program. I got to give them points for that wordsmithing there. Voluntary career transition program. That is basically another name for a voluntary layoff. That's what that means. You know, it used to be people say, oh, I got laid off from work. Now they're like, well, I'm in career transition. I'm like, wordsmithing doesn't freaking change the fact that you got laid, the fact that you got laid off. But some people feel better for hearing that. But anyway, from Massive Entertainment, this is what they posted on X. As part of our ongoing evolution and long-term planning, it's like Charlie Brown's teacher, we have recently aligned our teams and resources to strengthen our roadmap, ensuring our continued focus of the Division franchise and technologies, including Snowdrop and Ubisoft Connect, that power our games. In other words, they brought the Bobs into your company, sat everybody down. They said, what is it exactly that you do here? And they made a plan about here's where you want to go, and here's all the people you're going to have to lay off because Tencent is not paying to keep them. You know, that's what that
Tencent's going
first
to
one's
either
about.
dissolve Ubisoft or turn it into a massive powerhouse again.
And I almost want to say that they'll dissolve Ubisoft because the games that are coming out of the Chinese development studios are insane.
No,
Like there's
what I mean is they're going to go under that name on the umbrella to get the brand recognition.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna,
like it
they're
might
gonna
say
gut it. They're
mhm.
going to do it. They're going to keep a couple of branches in each country that they have for, customer relations, so and so for tax purposes. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
And just come back and
Mhm.
say, hey, you screwed up a good thing. You're dumb. Exactly what Charles says there. You're fired.
You are fired. You're fired. You fired. Yeah, call the pink slip, whatever you want. You still got fired. Yes, indeed. Exactly what happened.
I wonder if
that's
they get an umbrella with that firing.
If they do what? If they give you umbrella?
If they gave them an umbrella with it.
Mm,
You
what
know
do
what I
mean by
mean.
umbrella?
Like
Oh,
okay, here's your severance. Get the hell out.
golden
Leave.
parachute. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. So Bob's the first paragraph. Second one, to support this transition responsibly, we've introduced a volunteer career transition program giving eligible, remember that term, team members the opportunity to take their next career step on their own terms, supported by a comprehensive package that includes financial and career assistance.
Ooh.
Let's unpack this one, shall we?
They just gutted their whole DEI, whatever was around there.
And they're going to be the first ones to go. See what it says eligible team members? So they've pretty much already figured out who's pulling their weight and who's not. And if you're not, you're probably going to be on the chopping block and not given this, opportunity to take the next career step on your own terms, to offer you this voluntary severance. Now, this is not the same as you getting laid off and they give you severance, which is what I've done because I'm like, you're gonna have to push me out. So you lay you off for severance. You're still eligible for unemployment because you got laid off without any fault of your own. It's just you're gonna have to spend through your own money from the severance before you get unemployment. That's how that works. With this one, if you're offered this package, I would highly suggest taking it to an attorney because you are going to be leaving on your terms. This is like officially you resigning from the company. And they probably got a nice ironclad NDA, which slaps duct tape over your mouth to say anything about the company, anything about what was going on, anything about how you left, all of that.
NDAs are a bitch.
Yes, that is the caveat. They are not going to give you money for free and not get something else, in return. So, again, if you're offered this voluntary career transition program, we used to call this early retirement. You ever notice when in a company, when you see a lot of people taking early retirement, heads up, things are not looking bad. But for those people, they have so much time and money invested in the company, they get a golden parachute and they're about to retire, anyway.
GS-15s,
Yeah.
topped out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the ones you kind of want to leave because you're making less money, but yet doing the same amount of work or more, but they're higher up than you are. So yeah, this whole voluntary career transition program, you are basically resigning from the company. So you resign for the company, at least in the United States, you're not eligible for unemployment. Just saying. Again, not giving advice. The only advice that I would give you is if you are offered this, go take it to your attorney. Mark it up, all of that, so you know exactly what it is that that you're getting into. So anyway, there's that. So that's interesting. Where they say we're gonna ask people to voluntarily resign. Gosh, that's such a mind screw. All right, Massive Entertainment remains fully committed to our roadmap, aka all the people, we fire all the people that we want, and the ones that are left, we're going to work them twice as hard to get done what it is that we need to get done, and to create great experiences for our players around the world, including the Division 2, the Division 2 Survivors, the Division Resurgence, and Division 3. These projects continue with strength, focus, and ambition. And you should hear the whip cracking as they say those 3 words. We look forward to sharing more in the future. Yeah. Good news, everyone. You're fired. Yeah, exactly. We're boned. We're absolutely boned. So yet again,
somebody's gonna be yelling, "Hurry up!" or "Didi Mal, Didi Mal, hurry up!"
Yep. You can't fire me, I resign. Yeah. You can't fire me, I resign. It's going to be tough, folks, because there's been a lot of tech jobs just like shedding like crazy. So not too good going on with game studios. Hey, Dabian. But if Ubisoft was making banger games, this would not be a problem. And Ubisoft hasn't made a banger of a game since
Black Flag.
Exactly. And how long ago was that?
A while.
A while. Yeah, go and Shogi. That's what I just said.
He's a cook. Don't mind him. He's slow.
To quote Admiral Akbar, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a total trap. All right. So we got 106 people watching. Thank you so much for you guys hanging out with us here on the Spice Lounge. We got Tom here, and we're going to get into yet more Star Wars news. Now, this is how my day kicked off yesterday. So I'm checking X, right? And I see this post come across my feed, and I can't figure out why, but X sometimes likes to be funny, put stuff in my feed thinking I want to see stuff like this. But this person posts, she deserves an apology. And I said, not even if Jesus asked me
to. Can we just move away from this picture, please?
Well, we can go down here to some of the comments under my...
That's better.
Ron says, for one movie that did not get made, and if it did, would it not likely have been also? Well, she doesn't need to be forgiven for all the stuff that she did, And Geeky Sparkles from Clownfish TV says, for what? Destroying every IP Lucasfilm had. I'm just like, are you serious? It makes zero sense.
I can't complain about Adam Driver coming up with an idea and pitching it. It's just one of those things. It's like, okay, but should they made it? No. Will they make it? I hopefully not. Will it stay dead? I'm praying for it. Will the rest of them go away now and just shut up and let Star Wars
go away? I don't think that they will. I don't think that they will. You notice they had, Star Wars Starfighter, had all the people out there talking about that. Now all this stuff is coming back up. It seems to come in cycles where there's no Star Wars news, and then they just spew Star Wars news everywhere. I don't know if it's bots or whatever, but I'm noticing this kind of cycle that they've got going on. Yeah, he does, because George Lucas gave them exactly what they needed to follow, and they decided they knew more than George Lucas. Wow, that's strong language, Lorena. Well, I saved my strong language for stuff like that because I freaking meant it. I'm like, for what reason does this chick deserve an apology? This is the same chick, all right? Now, I will not forgive her for this, because what I thought we were going to get with Galaxy's Edge, and we had no reason to think otherwise, we were going to get the original trilogy. We were going to get, when you got out of Star Tours and you walked through Tatooine Traders, and as soon as you got out, guess what? You were in the streets of Tatooine. We thought we were going to see Jawas. We thought we were going to be able to roll up in the Mos Eisley Cantina. We thought we were going to get bantha rides. All of that stuff.
We still can get bantha rides.
They
but not
won't
in
do
Disney.
it. No. Well, where?
Can't go to Middle East.
No, that's true. That's true. But not the same as being able to, ride bantha rides, right there at Galaxy's Edge. To get to see all kinds of smugglers and stuff walking around, moisture evaporators, Jawas trying to hustle you to buy their stuff. I mean, we thought that's what we were going to get. And the Imagineers that were working on it at the time thought that's what they were going to get. Because if you remember the concept for the original Star Wars Hotel before they turned it into the Star Snoozer, it was literally going to be like a Star Wars convention 24/7.
Yeah. If they would have kept with those ideas, it'd still be open. The lands would be better. But no, they went might all driven.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Because I think it was Lee Cockrell, former VP, dropped the news on someone's podcast. I think it was Lou Mangello's podcast, actually. And he said, yeah, Galaxy's Edge was already set up for original trilogy. That's exactly what they were going to do. And then Kathleen Kennedy basically changed their minds. It's like, look, do you want to base it on what 50-year-old white guys want, or base it on what's new, what's hip, what's happening? The Force is female,
Hey, Kathleen, here's the thing. It's all the 30 to 50-year-old men taking their kids and their grandkids to Disney in the first place, you moron.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to spend money? Give them something they like. Get the kids hooked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they would have did like they did at the Star Wars weekends, where they had everybody out there and all that done, if they did it on a big scale, it'd still be a line getting out of Hollywood studios.
And one other thing that they don't understand is, like, the kids don't know what real Star Wars is supposed to be. That doesn't look like pop Star Wars. I don't want to look at that. There's nothing.
My granddaughter, she's like, I don't know what that, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean, baby? She goes, that doesn't look like R2D2 or 3PO. I'm like, okay. That was when she was like 4.
Yeah, the kids know. The kids know. So we go from Kathleen Kennedy to this dude.
Who the hell is that?
This is Rian Johnson.
That's what that schmuck looks like?
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is what he looks like.
Oh, he looks like a cuck.
The one responsible for The Last Jedi. The only Star Wars movie that made me so pissed off, I turned it off and I didn't look at anything Star Wars for over a year because I couldn't believe what it is that I was looking at. And this dude, he's notoriously antagonistic towards the fandom and, in the first place. So apparently this is from Empire Online, which is another shill media. Shame how far it's fallen. Used to be one of my favorite sci-fi magazines from the UK. Rian Johnson says it would be the most wonderful thing in the world to return to direct a new Star Wars project in the future. That cog will be turning the rest of my life. I love Star Wars. Yeah, you loved it enough
I'm
to
gonna go puke. I'll
be
be
Luke
right back.
Skywalker. Yeah, the fact that he said that with a freaking straight face, no. No, 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 no. You don't need to touch Star Wars. Go stick with Knives Out. Go stick with that. Stick with that. Stay the heck away from Star Wars.
It's insane.
It's nuts. People nowadays don't know what Star Wars is. I've seen them on Insta and Twitter say some dumb stuff. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
It's been so bastardized and twisted and all of that the original Star Wars isn't there, anymore at all. L Dog 3601. I'm sorry if I just have the at names. KK had no business ordering Imagineering about like that. Shows how spineless Iger is to not chewing her out or firing her for it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She convinced Iger that was the future and then basically went to tell Imagineering what to do. But another thing to remember, and just one thing real quick, as much crap as I give Michael Eisner gave Imagineering the backup that they needed and the funding that they needed to get stuff done.
I'm thinking if they would have done Disney World and Disneyland, two different Star Wars areas, they would have given reason for people to travel, to go to two different places, two different planets, two different ways. They didn't even do that.
But White Johnson, yeah.
Why isn't Dad Man on here with us complaining about this? I'd love to get his
take. You could pop on if you wanted to, Dad Man. I'll send you the link if you have time to pop on. Let's see here. Look, I'm a big hopeless romantic who is a big fictional character shipper. Raylos are an alien species that I'd like to stay in their own galaxy, please. Yes, ma'am. Stay over there. Stay over there in your own weird ass corner where you think it's okay for someone to fall in love with someone who had no druthers killing his own father. No. I don't know. Y'all are weird. Y'all are freaking weird. But then again, that's the kind of Star Wars fan that Lucasfilm wants. Star Wars, Lucasfilm doesn't want the fans. Let's put it this way. I'll be even more specific. Lucasfilm does not want the female fans like myself who were happy with the way Star Wars was, had no issue with how it was. We loved it for what it was. Granted, there wasn't that many of us at conventions, but we didn't freaking care because we were enjoying the things that we liked, and we could enjoy it with other people, and it wasn't like we wanted Star Wars to change. We didn't want Star Wars to be more quote unquote inclusive. We just wanted more Star Wars.
That's it. It was pretty damn good the way it was.
Yeah.
It
was absolutely good the way that it was.
There's the reason it got so big in the friggin' first place. Because it didn't suck.
It didn't suck. The only thing Star Wars related right now that doesn't suck is the Vision series that's on Disney Plus. That's anime, and that's because that's a Japanese studio. Disney had nothing to do with it.
I gotta watch it.
It is actually really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. Visions, that's about it. Raylos are the furries of the Star Wars community. Yeah, they are. They're fun to throw around though. Craziness is something else. KK wanted Twilight fandom. Yep, and she got it. Dad Man, I sent you the link, so you should see it by now. We're gonna be on for about another 30 minutes or so. Let's see.
I'm just looking at this guy, and it just looks like I don't know. I'm sorry, but he looks like he could be a Jawa underneath.
Remember that clip of the crazy girls booing Ray Skywalker at the theater? No, I didn't see that. You sure I wasn't in that?
Was it you, Lorena?
See, I would have done that, not freaking cared. Like what? What you gonna do? Nothing.
When I was walking around Galaxy's Edge, I'd be talking to the stormtroopers going, "She's over there. Go get those friggin' scum." The looks I got.
You know, it's a sad thing walking through Galaxy's Edge and how people look like they would rather be somewhere else. The people asking, where's the old Star Wars at? The only things to really get excited about are the Droid Depot, taking a picture in front of the Millennium Falcon, or if you're there early enough in the morning, Chewie comes out and he's working on a Falcon and people just flip out, you know? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was hoping when you went into Ogre's Cantina that they were going to have like Sly Snoodles and the band, you know, something going on. I mean, they took the old pilot from Star Tours and made him a DJ, which is cool and all that, but it's not what I was expecting.
No. I wanted it to quote, oh my gosh. I forget which movie it was. Was it Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Or was it the second Clerks? Where Jay is like, you know, I'm Luke Skywalker, you're Ben Kenobi, and we're in that effed up bar. That's what I thought I was going to get. And we did not get the effed up bar.
Oh, we got an effed up bar, but in the wrong vein.
Hey, Dan, man, how you doing?
I am great. I jumped all over it. I left the wife in the grocery store and I headed home immediately. So I'm just kidding. You know, I get the call. It's the bullpen, you know. You get out on the mound. Yeah. Lee Smith coming in to close. Hey, listen, great topics. I love it tonight. Yes, because I put in the chat, we got a Moroccan flea market is what we got with Galaxy's Edge. It was the most disappointing thing I ever walked into. You know, it just, it was, you know, how and they didn't even do it like Epic did. Epic is like, take my money, and you really want to give them your money.
Mm-hmm.
It was completely different. And like you said, we all look forward to Tatooine Traders, be it a continuation, just anything. And I think Tom had a good idea too. Make one part like Hoth, or maybe you in California, one thing, or Endor, and then the other Tatooine, and then you give people reasons to go between, you know, two parks. They might travel across the country for the experience. So,
I mean, why didn't we get Coruscant? You know, something dude trying to sell us death sticks.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I take a pixie stick done up as a death stick. Diabetic. Hey, here's some sugar. Try this. It's a death stick.
Hey, look, with Coruscant, I might accept Darth Maul walking around, you know? So,
Coruscant, Naboo, you get to see, you know, all of that stuff, and we did not get that.
No. You know, they did a better job with Star Wars when they didn't even own it. Lorena, you and I have talked about that. I need to find our pictures. I don't know if you have pictures. We need to do a stream about Star Wars weekends. And show people what they missed back then. It was more Star Wars than the Disney trilogy movies. I mean, it was just a family environment. Unfortunately, it did get so big that I think it kind of outgrew what they could do, but still, it felt like Star Wars. You had Jawas.
They made a land, and they screwed it up.
And the thing is, the Jawas would trade junk with you. And, you know, things like that. It would, and then you had Chewbacca. It just felt like something. Then you had the end of the day hyperspace hoopla. You got Darth Vader dancing out there with the stormtroopers and everything else. And
can't touch this.
Yes, exactly. And Hey Ya was that. And Hey Ya was another song they like to do a lot with that closing. And it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, y'all were just on the topic. I mean, it's like perfect timing, and it's like, thanks for having me on too, Lorena. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I appreciate it.
Worries. Welcome, Zachariah. No, I was going to say, when you see the outro for the show, that part where you see Boba Fett dancing a Smooth Criminal, That's from Star Wars weekends. That's the type of stuff that we used to get.
And end of the night, all the characters interacted with the fans out there in the area and stuff like that. It truly, it felt like Star Wars, folks. I cannot tell you how much it they didn't even own the property then, and it's like they had more respect for it then.
No, because it was licensed.
Yeah,
it was licensed, and again, that was also all under Michael Eisner as well. Because that whole month of May, it was just, again, Star Wars convention every weekend in May, and it was advertised, and so many people would go. It was just insane with how much stuff that they had going on with Star Wars weekends, but they got away from that.
And they would extend them sometimes. One time they extended it through the rest of June, and they included, Wes Cagle, you did, yes. I left my wife at the grocery store to get here. Just kidding, but actually, Lorena, you and I do need to get Mrs. down there to go to that Korean Mart too.
H Mart.
Yes,
gotta go to H Mart.
But it's so cool. But one of the greatest things is they extended it past Father's Day once, and they Jedi Training Academy, where the kids know they had it on Father's Day and let fathers. I got to fight Darth Vader.
Yes,
that was so
you just
cool.
Yielded and submitted to being a Sith.
I don't care. I turned to the dark side to fight Darth Vader like that. At least I didn't get stuck with Darth Maul on the floor, on the ground. I got the platform. But sorry, Lorraine, I'm too excited.
No worries. Let me get to this one from Kiss My Grits. Then we'll get to the Adam Driver story. Lorena, in referencing WDI earlier and how KK treated them, Imagineering used to operate independently and answer to nobody but the CEO. They would dictate the blueprints and everyone else at the company complied. Yeah, that's how I thought, that it ran. And if you look at the Imagineering story, which is amazing, they talk about that, especially with Eisner. Like, Eisner was their Imagineering's biggest champion outside of Walt Disney. It was like, what do you want to do? How much do you need? Okay, go ahead and do it. And with Star Wars, they were working directly with George Lucas. That's when it was a licensing deal, which I really think George should have kept it as a licensing deal, but it's not my property. But that's why they only had a license. So they had to come correct with it. And you can see all the videos where George Lucas is talking about just how impressed he was with it, which is why he wound up selling Star Wars to Disney anyway, because he thought they'd do the right thing. But it wasn't Eisner that was there. Iger was the CEO. So that's the reason why. So anyway, from Variety, and first of all, over 134 of you people watching the show. I am so glad that you all are here. Please do hit that like button. Please do share this stream out. I'm here with Tom F. and with Dan Man Walking. From Variety, Adam Driver pitched Kylo Ren Star Wars standalone movie with Steven Soderbergh. I think Soderbergh did Crash, But Disney rejected script. One of the coolest projects I had ever been a part of. So, yeah, there's Kylo. I keep hearing Abu Nasser's voice. It's a not so nice name for Kylo Ren. So Adam Driver and Steven Soderbergh almost brought their own twist to a galaxy far, far away. In a recent sit-down with AP, Associated Press, Driver said that over the span of 2 years, he and Soderbergh developed a script called The Hunt for Ben Solo. The film would have taken place after the events of Rise of Skywalker. I still have not seen that film, and I will never watch that film. And followed Driver's Kylo Ren, aka Ben Solo, on a search for redemption. Now, I like the redemption arc, which is actually something that they should have put in Rise of Skywalker, but they didn't do that at all. But so Soderbergh roughed out the story with Logan Lucky screenwriter Rebecca Blunt. Scott Z. Burns later trying to pen the script, so they had an actual script so far. I was always interested in doing another Star Wars, Driver said. I've been talking about doing another one since 2021. Kathleen Kennedy had reached out. Okay. I always said with a great director and a great story, great director does not mean you, Rian Johnson. I'd be there in a second. I loved that character and I loved playing him. So Driver describes the film as handmade and character driven, comparing it to the 1980s The Empire Strikes Back. That's tall order. The White Noise star said the film is the standard of what a Star Wars movie should be. And I kind of think maybe Iger took that personal. What do you think in saying Adam Driver saying this?
That is, I think, the height of arrogance. Yeah. I mean, I just to claim it's on that level of Empire Strikes Back by crowning it that way yourself is just arrogant. You know, now maybe it will have to be better than anything than the mouse came up with. We know that, but still. And one of the problems too is it's like happens after he's dead, and then somehow they find him back. It's bad enough we at least had the lore with Palpatine with the clones and stuff like that in the extended universe, expanded universe. So there was some, but now we're going to add more characters that can magically come back. We already did it with Darth Maul, and I promise I don't go on that rant tonight because that's a pet peeve of mine. But it's like it is arrogant. It's more Hollywood arrogance. Like this, we know better than you fans out there. This is what Star Wars should be. And it's like, I mean, heck, when they title it Hunt for Ben Solo, I mean, we're looking for a submarine or something. It's like a bad movie titles too.
October.
It just, and then this stunt that they did over Disney Hollywood with somebody flying a plane around with the
we're gonna talk about that.
Okay, it's like, I mean, it's Palpatine lives. He's a demented clone of himself, but sorry about that. I'll take a deep breath.
Nah, because this is what I thought. As soon as I heard, you know, they wanted to bring back Ben Solo, I'm like, okay, you reconstituted Palpatine and you made a clone of freaking Palpatine, okay, to bring him back. I don't know, tape Darth Maul back together, because last time I saw a dude, he was sliced in half and going down a shaft somewhere. I dead. There ain't no coming back to a lightsaber slicing you in half.
That's Dave Filoni.
Bring him back.
That's the problem with the Clone Wars and Dave Filoni and them, that they did that. Everybody tries to tell me, well, if you want, I don't need to watch other stuff. Like you said, Lorena, when you get cut in half, you're gone. I mean, bringing him back, he did stuff to resurrect himself. He did what greater Sith Lords could not do. Exar Kun was in a temple, and I think on Yavin. These great Sith Lords could not reform their bodies and come back like Darth Maul did. Even Palpatine couldn't. The best he could do was a clone, and then the dark side destroyed the clone bodies. But we're the mouse. We just we just want to. Thank you, Tom, for giving me in on this one.
Hey, listen, I have a shirt that's Darth Mickey Mouse. Now you know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Or my favorite, South Park Mickey. I love him.
Oh yeah,
I love him.
I call him Gangsta Mickey.
He is.
Yeah.
Man, he got a baseball bat. So all the children fence riders, why all of a sudden you're blaming Bob Iger, everyone is at fault. Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Fraudloney, all because he's the face man. You know, it's like for the same reason that so many people want to blame stuff that's going on wrong in the parks on Bob Iger when it should be Josh D'Amaro. Just saying. Just saying. So let's see here. All right. So Soderbergh and Driver pitched the Hunt for Ben Solo to Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, and Carrie Beckett. Lucasfilm, who loved the idea. I don't know if it's polite or whatever, but however, when they took the script over to Disney, they were shut down.
I know how they could have got approved.
How they what?
How they could have got this film made.
How?
All they had to do is say, listen, Ben finds himself in a female body and he's trying to come out.
That's a lot nicer than what I was going to say. It's bad.
I know. You get my drift. I was trying to be.
Don't give these people any freaking ideas because they watch the show.
Hey, listen, I take Tom's ideas over their ideas anyway, because I would be more willing to watch that than watch Darth Maul reconstituted for the 15th billionth time. Or, I did see Rise of Skywalker, so you didn't have to, Lorena. And that movie, I started talking out loud near the end of my. The worst was Solo. I started talking out loud. My kid told me to be quiet.
Oh my gosh!
It was just
But
but see, they can't even deliver the movies like that. Like Rise of Skywalker, all this talk about the Knights of Ren and stuff that were kind of, and then they were just came out like punks in it, and
they
like
did
one
nothing
thing
with them.
They did nothing. I mean, they promise all this stuff and they under deliver all the time. I mean, if you're going to wreck it good though. But
but they can't even do that. So we presented the script to Lucasfilm. They loved the idea. Yeah. They totally understood our angle and why we were doing it. I guess maybe politely nod your head. Yeah, it's Adam Driver. Okay. We took it to Bob Iger and Alan Bergman. Alan Bergman is over Walt Disney Studios, which is what Lucasfilm is under. And they said no. They didn't see how Ben Solo was alive, and that was that. Okay, again, Palpatine was not alive. Palpatine got fried. Okay, it disintegrated, and bye-bye. Darth Maul sliced in freaking half, and you bring him back.
See, the one difference between the two, though, is in the Star Wars Expanded Universe, they did, I think it was in the Thrawn series, I believe, Soul's Assassin might be able to correct me, they did have the Emperor's body as clones. His spirit lived. He had to inhabit the clones, but the clones kept dying rapidly, so he wanted a Skywalker child to take over a young body. So there was precedent for it, for Palpatine coming back.
And this was in what now?
And I think the Thrawn series and in the Star Wars Expanded Universe.
Okay,
so there was, they had that George Seaboth. It was another clone. It got into some of the cloning with certain characters, and they always were defective. They always rapidly deteriorated. They were not normal. So you can give them a little leeway with the clone Palpatine, but I know it's not good, but still it was in the books and they were a good book series. But
I'm gonna say this real quick.
No.
And here's why.
Yes.
Here's why.
Yeah.
Here's why. My EU readers, I love you to death. However, when it comes to Star Wars, okay, the 3 movies are the basic level of canon. If you can't trace that back to what's in the film, no, it's useless. You can't show me Palpatine basically getting freaking disintegrated and then say, but in the book, guess what? They did such a... I don't freaking care.
Well, I'm just explaining that there is precedent in the Expanded Universe lore. So there is a precedent on that. Not for some half-rated punk-ass street apprentice, never made Sith Lord, getting cut in half, falling down a shaft, and his hate keeps him alive, so he gets spider legs and becomes a crime lord in Solo. I mean, give me a break. I agree. That's where I lost. Solo was so bad when they revealed Darth Maul as the Kingpin. I started yelling out loud. I was talking loud. Of course, there were like 10 people in the theater, and
I would have loved to have been there.
Oh, my kids started punching me. Dad, be quiet. Dad, be quiet. No, I'm not being quiet.
I bet you this was Dad, man.
Well, you know what I think about that, Cal? Hold on.
Damn it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, shit.
God, I love my clips. So apparently Lucasfilm declined to comment. Of course, they declined to comment. So Soderbergh told AP of the experience, "I really enjoyed making the movie in my head. I'm just sorry the fans won't get to see it." Driver agreed, calling the project one of the coolest bleeping scripts I have ever been a part of.
I wish he would release the script just to see if it was any good.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it is Steven Soderbergh, who has quite a lengthy resume in Hollywood, as opposed to Ryan Johnson. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson.
But again, it's like a circle of people coming together, promising all this great stuff when it's self-serving. I mean, release
Just
it like
a circle jerk, Dad.
yeah,
for what it
just
is.
release a chapter of it. Release a chapter of it to the public. Let people see. Put it on
Make it a
StarWars.com or something. Yeah, go ahead and make it a book then. Or something. If you believe in it so much, then
Call it the underground of Star Wars and release a book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just to kind of catch you guys up on who Steven Soderbergh is. Okay, he's done a lot of stuff. He did, well, first of all, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. I remember that movie. He did Traffic, Aaron Brockovich, which I think won several awards. Aaron Brockovich. After that, he kind of like, he made his money and kind of like faded out, but he has quite a couple of bangers.
Was that really a good movie? Was that really a good movie, or was it maybe
Which one?
The Aaron Brockovich, or was it more the Julia Roberts?
It was actually good.
It was good. It was really good. It had some good moments in it. I have no desire to watch it again, just because it's just not my thing. But just watching it on its merits, it was a good film.
Yeah,
it really was. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. My favorite line, they asked her, "How are you going to get them to talk to you?" And she said, "They're called boobs, Ed." That's Aaron Brockovich. That's Aaron Brockovich. Well, to go back to one of our favorite shill media sites for Star Wars, and of course that would be Collider. Love y'all. Star Wars fans demand the hunt for Ben Solo in viral stunt at Disney Studios.
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
I can just with that title, I just hear them starting to sing the Russian national anthem on a submarine. I just like that.
This is, first of all, Star Wars fans demand it. No. I am not in this. My name is Bennett, and I am not in it. I had nothing whatsoever to do with this mess. What you should have said was a small group of Raylo fans living in Burbank got the money together and rented a plane. That's pretty much what I think that's a more accurate one. So Chris McPherson, I don't know who the heck he is, but anyway, he works for Collider. Galaxy's worth of frustration just went airborne. In the latest twist following Adam Driver's shocking revelation about his canceled Star Wars sequel, fans have taken matters into their own hands, aka Raylos have taken matters into their own hands, literally flying a plane over Disney Studios with a banner reading, "Save the hunt for Ben Solo." Collider's Aidan Kelly was reporting live from the scene when the plane cruised overhead. Now, the bold stunt, which drew lots of attention and plenty of camera phones from onlookers in Burbank this morning, was organized by a small but passionate group of fans furious that Disney scrapped the proposed sequel. Okay, so Burbank, all right, this is near where Disney Studios is. All they did was rent a crop duster from the executive airport, think probably near there, and just said, "Hey, fly this over across Disney Studios." so they can see it.
I wouldn't be surprised Collider actually paid for that flight over, considering they're conveniently live broadcasting at the moment. But
I don't know. Something tells me Collider's cheap as hell. But you know what? I wouldn't put it past them. Like, hey, okay, we're coincidentally, this person happened to be reporting live when the plane cruised overhead. So, Dad, man, you may be onto something there.
It's just like, I mean, you never know. I mean, we'll put it past them. I mean, sillier things have happened, and
yeah.
It just, and then this story like just broke in the last day. I was just coming aware of this, I think, late yesterday or today. And then who's going to have that kind of time to turn around a flight advertising that quickly?
What this reminds me of, Dad, man and Tom. You know when you go to Daytona Beach?
Oh yeah, NASCAR, especially for NASCAR races.
Oh God,
and the place. Exactly what it is. It's like, oh, y'all couldn't pay for skywriting, okay? So you had to pay for the guy to drag the banner.
Usually one buy 3 tires, get 1 free.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They went to Walmart and bought the banner material.
Yeah.
Like,
geez. They did. Pay me enough money and I'll fly that flyer. Money is money. I hear that. Cash rules everything around me.
I can't blame the guy flying the plane. No.
I can't. Is Adam Driver going to sue Disney for saying no? Well, there isn't really anything that they can really sue for. It's just it's a pitch. Anybody can do a pitch. I think he just got some grace because one of your stars from one of your movies pitches you something. Of course, you're going to listen to it,
but you
politely.
If I forgot the actor's name who plays Ray. That always escapes me.
Daisy Ridley.
If she pitched it.
Yeah. Well, still, an option. An option of do it for just at cost where you don't make money or whatever. Make it a fan film. Adam Driver and all them release it to give somebody that can make it a fan film because they come out all the time. And as long as I don't know what the legal laws are, as long as you're not really making money, I guess. But it'd be interesting to see if somebody took the script and made it a fan film, and if they could make a good production of it. But
that is Buena Vista Street. I used to live in LA. I used to live like not that far. I lived in Encino, and Burbank was right down the 101. So yeah, that's his Buena Vista Street. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Collider just happened to be there when they were flying by.
Now, if they would have flown it in Orlando, okay, I'd buy that. Maybe it was legit, but still.
Yeah, it's just we'll be out there.
And they got to keep the franchise in the news somehow because really most people don't care anymore.
They really don't. And I have to go back to this where did I darn put it? I just had it. This is like literally a old school clip. And I'm trying to find out where it is. I think this is it. Hang on. Let me see. This one.
You can stop me. I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
What the fuck is that about?
That's an old school clip from the Dark Castle.
That did look old. Yes.
That is comedy gold. I would never get rid of that. Ivy was so pissed off. But with good freaking reason. I tell you, it's ridiculous. I mean, you want to pitch a movie. Well, there's nothing wrong with, you want to pitch a film. A Ben Solo redemption arc, that ship has sunk. Honestly, that should have been done in Rise of Skywalker, and they didn't do it. And if I remember correctly, Colin Trevorrow's version, it did have somewhat of a redemption arc for Ben Solo, but Kathleen Kennedy didn't like Colin Trevorrow's version.
That was the problem of watching. Tom, did you see Rise of Skywalker or not?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. They sort of tried to do a redemption in a way from him because of Rey, but it was like they didn't know what they wanted to do.
It was still lame.
Yeah, it was lame, but see, they were so scattered. The focus was still on Rey. You got him here. If there was an attempt at a redemption arc, it fell flat. But that's the problem. You got to pick a character and go with them. You can't keep splitting it. And they kept the fake focus on Rey. Like Tom and I agreed. Nothing about the Knights of Ren. There were images of it. People were burning up the internet about Knights of Ren. Who were they? They were in maybe for 30 seconds, and they were like punks, you know? And in him, you could see that they sort of tried to redeem him with having Harrison come back and doing that lovey-dovey dad scene. I'm sorry, crap, and you know, but it wasn't a redemption arc because the focus they kept on Daisy and Rey moving the Jedi forward. I mean, he was an afterthought, really. Because, like you said,
his character could claim, Rise of Skywalker because his mother was one.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Instead, they got, I'm just going to steal your identity and don't worry about it. It's the credit bureau is never going to find out.
Because, see, honestly, like you said, he had the Skywalker bloodline, which is my biggest problem with the Disney trilogy, the Disney crap. The whole Star Wars was built on the Skywalker bloodline. Even the comics and stuff afterwards still were Skywalker descendants. That would have been a time to since they had no plan anyway, dump Rey, put the focus on Ben Solo and Skywalker redemption.
So here's a way they could have done it. They could have put a love scene in it before he got ganked, or whatever, a grape scene or whatever you want to call it. Something that, did. So now she had a way to say, oh, yeah, I have a Skywalker growing inside me. End of story. Loose ends tied.
But that would actually require thought and care about the characters and the, and the script and everything. But it's like what that boils down to. And I know Tom and several other people, when we talk about it, is because we have reverence and respect for the freaking source material to actually come up with something like that. With this movie, with this whole series, with Rey, she's been given everything. There's no character growth. Why is it that this no chick from nowhere knows how to fly the Millennium Falcon better than Han Solo does? The only person who knows better how to fly the Millennium Falcon
and she'd never flown it before.
Lando Calrissian, exactly.
She'd never flown it before.
And we're supposed to buy that? No.
Yeah. See, I think thinking on this now, this is kind of fun. Had they said, since they didn't have any plans, they just said they could have salvaged Last Jedi and everything else. I think if they would have done, this movie was about Ben Solo, his redemption. He wasn't a punk, and he at the end stood standing, and he was the leader to reform the Jedi. Then you could go forward with a Skywalker bloodline, and you could sort of redeem Luke's and Han's wasted sacrifices, because you still have a Solo, a Skywalker here at the lead, not somebody that claims the name. I'm Rey Skywalker. I mean, you talk about clones and stuff, Reina, were your problem, but just calling yourself a name, it's like, oh my God.
Because she was embarrassed of her lineage, which is a joke because, hey, my grandpappy was the emperor. Bow to me.
Right. But I think it could have worked if he just stood up. They made him the main going forward and not build on Rey for in the future. So
I got laugh at this.
Those farm boys are used to working on the farm.
Yes, he had to fix those moisture vaporizers. Oh gosh, put the moisture collectors. Yeah, because they had the moisture farm, stuff like that. But then again, his dad was a pilot, the best pilot. It's like he could see things happen before they did. So at least, he had a bloodline thing going on. Let's see this last one, and I got something to show you.
All right.
Just my grits as panel. What are your box office predictions for Mandalorian and Grogu? I think it will mirror F4 and net between 500 to 600 million globally. Definitely not a $1 billion film. What do you guys think?
Thinking.
I'm thinking too. I all I know is I'm not going to watch it.
I might argue it. I'm not sure. Otherwise,
yeah, you might not even be able to argue it. People are probably like, it's not even worth it.
Oh no, there's a way to argue it. But.
Well, see, I mean, the thing is that they shove Grogu in so much everywhere. Even the third season of Mandalorian, that it's like, I mean, it's kind of like the time has passed. How long can that character be hot? You know, you need more than that than simple gimmicks. I think that might be. I'm not a movie expert and stuff like that, but that could probably be a good range. I don't see it as $1 billion film though.
I don't see it as $1 billion either. I don't.
You need passionate fan base turnout.
I think people are tired of Star Wars and tired of, you know, who the Mando is. They're tired of all his antics and stuff. He's pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, that too.
He screwed up a couple of series, video game movie, you know, series that came out.
It's just going to be more, I call it adventures in babysitting in space.
That was a good movie. Don't kill that movie.
I know. I shouldn't. Oh, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Maybe. Oh wait, no. I like that one too.
And the other thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I can't even call it pigs in space. I like that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. With Mandalorian and Grogu, it's like it's going to make money that first week, and then it's going to drop off of a cliff. And here's why. Baby Yoda merchandise really doesn't sell the way that it used to, but it is the only thing outside of original Star Wars that will actually sell. So they've got, you know, the merchandising thing to put down there. Is it enough for $1 billion? No, because it looks like yet another episode of The Mandalorian. So you will have the people who will go to see it the first week because it's something to do. I actually need to go see these movies down at the AMC in Disney Springs because they always seem to sell out, but the theaters are smaller. They don't tell you that either.
Plus, you can drink there. I think. Don't you have wine or something? Put yourself out of your misery.
Not enough, man. They need to give us a bottle of crack and.
Hey, if you come to the theater, you get free drinks. I'll go sit through it. Just saying, I'll take one for the team.
Well, see, I thought about it. There's one way I might go watch it is just to hear the Star Wars theme opening title on this big screen again one more time. So,
Mando Center's dead. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, he also, I guess, the whole thing about showing his face as a Mandalorian, you know, taking the helmet off, doing those super secret spy missions, was just like. And then, of course, we get Boba Fett later with the helmet off. So it's just like, what does anything matter anymore?
Well, we kind of knew what Boba was going to look like.
Anyway, well, enough of that. I'm kind of glad that it's dead because I would not trust Lucasfilm to actually do that. Considering, another reason why they probably passed on this movie, they have to pay for, I think Ahsoka season 2 is almost wrapped. They had to pay for the Acolyte. What else? Andor.
Crapolite.
The Crapolite. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Kenobi, which was a hot freaking pile of garbage.
You named a whole lot of live action TV series. I remember in the mid 2010s at Star Wars weekends, they were at Rick McCallum was there, I believe. Some people, you know, there was all this buzz and all this talk wanting Star Wars live action. There was always been the demand for it, but it's like what they've delivered now since Lucas sold the property. This was before Disney bought it, and then you know, it's just trash. It's just not watchable. It's not Star Wars. And that was a real connection. If you wanted to have a live action TV series, it needed to be connected with Star Wars. Instead, what so much of it seems like it's modern day Earth problems and stuff shifted into the galaxy far, far away. And we've lost the escapism of Star Wars.
All I can say is horses running on spaceships. What the?
By the
Horsey.
By the way, did you say Ahsoka season 2?
Yes, Ahsoka.
Are we going to have a
season 2.
watch party for that? I'm not watching it unless you host a watch party. So
I might because there was enough for me to laugh at when it came to Ahsoka with the Crapolite. There was nothing.
No,
to
that
laugh
one there
at.
might have quit.
And I happen to like Rosario Dawson, so I'm
Yeah.
a Rosario Dawson fangirl first and foremost. So I watched it because she was in it. That's the reason why I would watch it.
Yeah,
it's just whoever's directing her was just awful. But one last thing to show you guys before we wrap up, and we have Soul Assassin to blame for this. YouTube fair use. It's near the end of the show, so yeah, okay, whatever. But yeah, here we go.
Yes.
I said, what?
There's been no one for so long. Who are you? I'm Ray.
Not you. Not you.
You ain't nobody.
No. No.
Don't you freaking say it.
Get them words out of your mouth.
Where the fuck is Ben?
My people.
Ray Skywalker.
Oh, they get I like screw that.
They're not even waiting for the credit music. They didn't even wait for the credit music. It's like
I don't blame them.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
freaking blame them.
Of course, they're using gold Jedi Temple lightsabers, so but we won't even get into that. Oh gosh.
Or how she created one out of her staff in the fucking first place.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be good to duel with.
Is that what somebody said in the chat in the Ray Nobody? That's what somebody said. I missed that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, said that.
Yes.
Ever wonder where the Phillip head screw for the lightsaber came from?
No idea. No idea. So awesome. Yellow piss saber.
Well, I tell you what.
Oh man.
Well, you know what my other name for the acolyte is, right? The real name I call it? The Dicolite.
Oh gosh.
That's probably more accurate, actually.
Well, but listen, I will tell you, Lorena, for one of your movie streams, The Rise of Skywalker, and just riff track it, MST3K it, just let everybody, it'll be like group therapy for all your channel members or your viewers.
I will be on that with you, and I will wear a mask and a spit bucket so nobody can hear the crap coming out of my mouth.
I could wear a real banana suit.
Oh damn!
I want
you
you
be on camera in a banana suit.
Rum.
I do.
To get through that.
I'll give you some of that Dominican rum I have.
Well, Professor X, since you have your butt to the screen, that's probably that's the right response for Rise of Skywalker.
It could be therapeutic.
Wait, that man just said he'll do a face reveal in a banana suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could do it. I could do a banana suit.
That's something to think about. Okay, well, folks, as usual, it has been an awesome time spending this time with you guys on the Spice Lounge. We sure hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on a replay, let us know in the comments, what do you think about Adam Driver pitching a Star Wars movie? And do you find it interesting that all of a sudden yet another cycle of Star Wars news is coming out? And I didn't get to talk about this, but I'll show you real quick so we can wrap up. I saw this.
Oh boy. Yep.
The two ethnics in the film, we were excited for each other. You feel that love between these two characters? I said the two ethnics. This is so freaking cringe. This is where we are right now with freaking Star Wars. It's just,
well, you know, they did have chemistry. That is a point, but we again about arrogance. You know, tooting our own horn, or the purpose of that instead of just that it happened. You know, I like the two characters together, but we got it once again. We got to promote an agenda. So.
Well, they also kept shipping Finn and Poe. So that's the other thing. Like, really, two golden boys. Yeah, I tell you. Tom F, what do you have going on, and where can people find you, my dear?
Well, they can find me on my channel, on my YouTube channel. I am kind of on X, sort of. I don't do much there. I'm too cheap to pay for it. Trying to get some rocket launches filmed, but I keep slacking and missing them because, well, been lazy. Oversleeping. Gaming too much. Yeah, usual.
Yeah, I did that one night. I was gaming, and I'm like, oh, wait, I got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah. I plan to be on Dadman's next time he has one of his squirrel streams. Yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I jump on Ron's channel every once in a while, and I invade Pro's channel after I wrench sometimes, but.
Yep.
Well, Dadman, where can people find you? What do you got going on?
Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all Dadman Walking 55. Mostly Fortnite on Monday nights with Jess. Tuesday nights, 9:00, we're talking college football with JT Kirk. And boy, it's been an interesting season. Hades has frozen over. Vanderbilt is in the top 10. Indiana's second.
What?
Vanderbilt is in the top 10. And Indiana is second.
Are cats and dogs going to be living together next?
Mass hysteria. I use that
They
line
do
the
at
other night.
my brother's house. Yes, they do.
Yes, exactly. So, and then on Wednesday, we got back to West Kegel, and a lot of the other streams are just like the squirrel streams. Sometimes we do at random with Tom and others jumping on, and have a get over it with Anna that we do from time to time. And just, life has got me in a random type of situation these days a lot. So I try to be regular as much as I can. But hey, go with the flow. Follow me on Twitch. That's when you'll know we're live. And YouTube took another one away. I'm down to 742.
Ah, shoot. That's what they do. That's what YouTube does.
8 more people, please. I'm going to do a stream. We're going to do
I got to wait till you have them all, and then I got to leave just for 5 minutes to drive you nuts.
Yeah, that you do that time. But actually, I won't do a 24-hour stream. I've done that before for celebrations, but I'd like to hit 750. But we will have a 24-hour stream coming up at the end of the year on New Year's Eve. Most of it I start at 4 o'clock in the morning East Coast time, and we celebrate. We're going to try to celebrate the New Year's ringing in around the world this year. Try to do 26 time zones, 26 hours.
Oh, wow.
It's not just 24 hours. There's a couple weird things in there.
You're insane, dude.
You only live once, and I actually have learned a lot of stuff doing those around the world type streams. People come in, learn some other places, have people from other countries and stuff. It's really, really a neat thing, and people kind of come and go, Tom. So, but thank you, Lorena, again. Thank you for the quick invite, Tom. Thanks for the shout out tonight. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, you are more than welcome, my dear. Glad to have you here. Let's see. I always have to say, what day is it? Saturday, 12 noon, Resort Recon Live podcast. Lots of theme park news to talk about, especially Universal having tickets for 2026, which will allow you to hop from one park to another, including Epic Universe, but no news about adding Epic Universe to season passes. So we're going to talk about that. And and other theme park news. Also Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, watch party for Tales from the Hood, one of my favorite Halloween movie anthology movies. I rank it up there along with the likes of Creep Show. Yep. Tales from the Hood. We're going to watch that. And of course, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yay.
Welcome to Florida.
Absolutely.
Literally. Welcome.
I love last week. Last week was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Florida man in their glory. So. Hey, Lorena, can I say one thing about my wife's channel?
Oh, sure. Go right
yeah,
ahead.
Mrs. My wife's channel, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. She is watching Train to Busan tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It'll be a watch party. So if y'all can make that on her channel tomorrow night, Train to Busan, it really, it's like she said, when it starts off with a zombie deer, it's got to be good. And she loves the Korean zombies because they're not the slow ass Walking Dead.
No, they are fast. Like 28 days later, fast.
Exactly. But thank you, Lorena, for letting me say that.
Well, you are more than welcome, folks. So so glad you guys have been here with us, having a great time. We so enjoy you hanging out with us. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to everyone here on this channel, watching this on the replay, #replay crew, and we, of course, will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, everyone. Let's tidy things up.
Autobots, start your engines!
Not under the rug.
We'll keep singing without fail, otherwise we'd spoil it.
Ready, Prime? Let's roll.
Hosing down the garbage pail and scrubbing up the toilet.
That's all, folks.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.